Hello everyone, and welcome to the Dias Cast. I am Russell Song, and with me I have...
Fishman.
When last we left off, the day which Aquans Jonas has been preparing for the past week had finally arrived. The court of the Seven's expeditionary force had come in from Ulrich's into Vyrn's Run, and they were already making problems for the populace here. After a rather public display of General Uthal Skywatcher's magic, Jonas took action and decided to draw his ire with the use of an illusion of the very first Court of the Seven sorcerer they'd run into, Zork, the former Lord of Venom. The illusion was able to convince the general that Zork was still alive, and he threw his full fury at him in the form of a lightning bolt. Fortunately, there were no casualties to this. However, having caused the general to lose some face, he decided to retire to a local, well-off townhouse belonging to a merchant whom he was allied with in the city.
This one, right? Oh, no, this one.
That one, yes. Thinking quickly, the party decided to have their good friend Wendell Kettlewhistle, a local wizard and magic shop owner, lay low for a little while and place an alarm at his residence in order to determine if any unwanted guests chose to venture there. Likewise, they decided it would be a good idea to place another alarm spell near where Vapula's body was, down below the ruin of the Platinum Dragon Inn. On their way out from that area, they heard voices coming down the sole natural tunnel, which is the entrance into that underground section. 3 individuals, who appeared to be covert operatives belonging to the Court of the Seven, ventured down in there, and thinking quickly and taking cover, the party was able to wait until they were within close to prepare an ambush for them. However, as it turns out, someone else had the same idea. Within a matter of moments, a Hound of Ill Omen rose out of their own shadows and attacked them. With no one visible in sight to summon said creature, the party decided that they should dispatch the Hound and the spies, and then try to find out who had summoned it. They managed to do so, and Jonas was able to determine that there was an invisible creature present, which was only further illustrated when said creature summoned a second hound to attack Jonas.
Yep.
Through some quick thinking and some variety of use of spells, they were able to unveil the said invisible creature, another sorcerer of the Court of the Seven, and not just anyone, but a vampire, Ludmilla, belonging to the Shadow Court, as it turned out, through the use of her magic. They were able to force Ludmilla into the water through the use of gust of wind, and then were able to deliver the killing blow while she was in there and unable to regenerate. Realizing that they had just dispatched a large number of the force that was planning to either occupy or at least torment the people of Vyrn's Run, Jonas cast a 3rd level invisibility spell on both of them, rendering them invisible as they headed out of the Platinum Dragon Inn to rest and plan on how to deal with the remainder of the force present. And that's where we left, and that's what happened last time. So we're going to be picking off right there with your session. However, first there is a bit of housekeeping. So much happened last time that I forgot to give you inspiration, which I should have done for your pantomime with Zork, because it is a running gag for us at this point, I think, you using Zork as an alter ego. And also, it was a brilliant way of undermining the general. And it was very well executed. Okay. You didn't have inspiration. You didn't have inspiration, did you?
No, I burned that long ago.
Okay. Well, now you have it again. So we're going to pick up right there. We just left the Platinum Dragon Inn.
Yep.
We're both invisible.
Yep.
Alright. So I'll hand it over to you then.
I think we had just finished doing a perception check of the surrounding terrain to see if anyone's paying attention to the Platinum Dragon crater.
Yep.
And it came up negative.
That is correct.
So So, even though a ton happened last week, we really did not eat up a whole lot of time. I think we've only managed to burn through about 2 hours of this day, maybe a little bit more. So it is relatively early, like probably approaching lunch. But we are spent.
Yes, I have 2 first level spell slots and 1 second left. I don't know about you.
A little bit more than that, but not enough.
I also blew the ring off, so
Okay.
killing Ludmilla.
Yes, I burned through an awful lot of luck as well because I wanted to get away from that hound and deal with her. Worked out well, but
It did.
was a risk. Yeah. So I suggest that we go have lunch.
Okay.
Rest for, like, take a short rest.
Take a short rest, okay?
Yeah. And then see if anything happens. And if nothing happens, I think we should reinstate the alarm spells in those 2 locations. And then a couple of little things I want to do first, and then have a long rest because, well, we certainly can't deal with the storm sorcerer if, well, they're not in this condition anyway.
No, there was a fight against Court of the Seven Sorcerer that we did not expect to happen.
And then we do need to hopefully clear up some loose ends. He had information that said there's going to be a dozen.
Yes. If Naren's information is accurate.
Yes, we're not sure, but it's prudent, I think, to try and look for the 2 that don't seem to be accounted for yet.
Yeah.
And then, if we can't find them, or they are too good at keeping away from us, maybe we'll have to deal with the 5 that we know. Who knows? We'll see.
Okay.
So, let's go have a lunch. And then while we're having lunch, that'll count as a short rest.
Okay. I'm at full health, but you did take damage.
I took damage, so I'm going to roll 2 of my die.
Yep.
And easily gain back all my health.
Alright, I'm gaining back a 3rd level spell slot.
So
And that means I can only gain back a 1st thanks to my grimoire. But it can only be a first level spell with those combination.
that helps us feel a little bit better.
Yes.
Now we need to go and check on Wendell's. Reset that alarm.
Yes. So it's been about 3 hours since I set that alarm, I think.
Yeah, it has a lot of time left.
Mm.
Actually, what is your priority? I'll let you decide. Do you think the one we set last will be the one that lasts the longest?
Yes.
So would you rather set hers first and then Wendell's last, or the other way around? Because there is probably about a half hour to 45 minutes of travel time, also setting up the alarms. So.
The one by Vapilla's corpse is good for quite a while, I think. For longer.
Yeah, we set that one second the first time.
Yes.
So which one do you want to set first?
I think we'll go to Wendell's first, just because it's also closer.
Okay. Yeah, it's just two doors down.
Yes.
Alright, so Wendell's is first. You'll notice as we go down towards this building, it is currently, well, of course it's closed, but it hasn't been disturbed.
Alright.
From the outside, anyway.
Yeah. I'm just going to make a general perception check just to see if I notice anything.
Are you going in?
I'm going to make this check before I go in. I'm just checking the streets and everything.
You can have advantage because
Okay.
we'll both be doing it.
Okay. 16.
It's very quiet.
Alright.
Only a few hours ago, there was a major disturbance, let's call it.
That's what it was.
Did lightning bolt down Main Street. Word has spread. People have panic bought a lot of food, and the merchants, they want to take advantage of making some money. So that has all pretty much died down at this point, and you'll notice that this is the market area along here. I'm sorry. This is the market area all the way through here.
Yes.
You'll notice that a lot of the shops are actually closed, and there's very few people in the streets. And most of them seem to have a destination in mind and are on their way with their shopping and casual strolling, that sort of stuff.
Okay. And not paying much attention to us, I imagine.
Actually, kind of the contrary. We do get lots of furtive glances because, unlike them, we're walking down the street.
Yes.
We're not, being, what would be the word? Furtive, I guess. We're being more proactive. We're looking for stuff.
Mm-hmm.
They are all keeping their heads down and looking around more nervously than...
Yes, I suppose another thing we are is calm.
Yeah. Actually, we're probably on a high. We took out a very powerful sorceress, and we were not expecting to.
No.
So, yeah.
And a vampire on top of it.
Yeah, we're a definite contrast to the general population. But other than that, you don't see anything really that catches your eye as far as being watched.
Yeah.
Or anything along those lines.
Of course, we are still only probably about a block away from the other sorcerer that we have to worry about.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just down that. It's down the upcoming turn there.
Yeah. Well, we haven't seen him or his buddies.
No, not since the morning.
Wendell's is in front of you.
Alright, we probably have a bit of time, I say, before they start causing problems. I think we should make use of as much of that as we can.
Well, the last we heard from their conversation was he told them to get some rest.
Yes, and he was sending the spy down there, whom we dealt with, to find out what he could find out.
That has only been probably about an hour and a half.
Yeah.
From his perspective.
Not soon enough for him to start worrying yet.
He's going down there to, possibly figure stuff out.
Yeah. A thorough investigation can easily take an hour and a half, if not longer.
Yeah, and...
We speak from experience.
Yeah. So he's probably not hitting the panic button just yet.
No. But once once a few more hours go by, he's going to start reacting to things. Alright, I'm going to take out the spare key that Wendell gave us. And I am going to unlock the door and step inside.
Okay. We'll ask for another perception check, please.
Okay, with your assistance?
Of course.
Alright. 17. Your assistance is making the difference here.
It's hard to tell if anything's changed because Wendell was in a hurry when he packed. There are some things that got knocked over.
Yes.
But it doesn't look it doesn't look different.
Okay.
The door was locked. No broken windows that you can see. Nothing has been pried open. So as far as you can tell, this is the way it was.
Alright, and we've never covered this before, but I assume I can tell if my alarm, the area I warded with my alarm spell is still active.
Oh yeah, of course you can. It's still active.
Alright.
So Wendell's, I know this is another thing we haven't really covered well, has a fair number of windows in the front because it's a storefront.
Yes.
It has a door in the back and a window in the back.
Yeah, in his workshop.
Yeah, in his work, there's two rooms in the back.
Yep.
One of them has a door that goes outside where his garden is. There's also a window in that, and there's where he does his actual crafting and that sort of stuff in a workshop area, which has another window.
Yep.
So that's a lot of things to alarm if you want to alarm them all.
True, there's no guarantee they're going to come through the door. Also, technically there's an upstairs because he lives above the shop.
True. And then there's a chimney, but it's not a big one, so it's not like someone would be able to shimmy down that.
Alright, I'm going to take a look at the specifics of alarm. I can't remember. I don't think there's a limit to the number of these I can set. You can still arm against intrusion. Choose a door window range. Yeah. But there is a maximum size to the area I can ward, which is a 20-foot square.
If you were to ward the entire place,
Yep.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 wards you'd have to set.
10 minutes each.
Yeah.
I
suggest that you ward there's a door
Yep.
that goes from the front of the building into the back. If you ward that, then that pretty much covers everything.
Yes, I'm going to ward that, and I'm going to ward the staircase, the base of the stairs.
Alright.
Because if someone wants to... Basically, I don't think anyone's going to smash the shop windows, like the showcase windows there. But it just seems unlikely. Not when they can just pry open a back window into his workshop or just pick a lock.
Alright, the Storm Sorcerer, possibly he might just be overt about it, but if there are some stealth operatives still,
Yep.
they're not going to want to draw attention to themselves.
No, and it'd also be much easier to just force a door than shatter a window. Alright, so I'm going to take out the bell on a silver thread, and I'm going to ward those two areas. Basically the part, the passage between the storefront and where his workshop is, and the base of the stairs.
Alright,
So that'll take 20 minutes.
Between all that and having a quick look around, we used up about a half hour.
Okay. Should I re-ward the front door? I think we've covered this.
I don't think so. I don't think it's going to get anything more.
All right.
It still has about 4.5 hours on it as well.
Okay.
Up to you.
All right. Well, in that case, I guess we should leave, relock the door, and then we're going to reset the ward by Vapula, his corpse.
Yep.
All right.
Can you roll a perception check anyway, please?
18. They're going up.
Yeah. Much better than that other session we had when you were rolling perceptions.
That was only 2 sessions ago.
Yes. You do notice someone. Hold on a sec here. I'll give you a visual. There is this is Wendell's.
Yep.
We're coming out here. You do notice that there is an individual. It's kind of hard because this is not pointer.
No.
But right around the corner, there seems to be someone standing there, leaning against the wall, has a cowl and whatever, and is observing.
Does this look just... Can I make out enough details to see if this looks like the same type of individual that we encountered 3 of below the city, and the corpse of a 4th?
You roll high.
Yep.
You're only seeing, we're talking...
Out of the corner of my eye, basically.
Yeah, you're also talking 3/4 cover.
Yep.
It is a dark cloak. But...
Okay.
That could be what... My wool cloak is pretty dark too, so...
Yes. It could just be someone else who's unrelated to the current things, but we should definitely keep an eye on them.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to direct you to continue walking this way, and as we are walking this way, I'm just going to whisper to you, I think we're being watched, and we might be being followed by someone who could conceivably be another one of these stealth operatives. Without drawing attention to ourselves, could you possibly have your owl show up somewhere and keep an eye on things?
Sure. As we're going along, just walking down this street, I'll have my owl pop out on this building top.
Okay. I assume there is some sort of check to do that stealthily.
It is just a thought, really. So it's not really like it requires any incantations or anything, so it's very easy for me to do.
Yep.
Alright. I'll now observing.
Alright. Well, I think we should not deviate from our plans because of this. We should still head towards where we're going to deal with Pool's body. Unfortunately, we're no longer invisible, but that's fine.
We're going to turn right. Actually, technically we could be, but I didn't bother keeping it up.
Not yet. Don't waste it yet. We're fairly familiar faces at this point walking around town.
So as we're heading down here,
Yep.
Al informs you, or me I should say, and I inform you that that individual has wandered off.
Alright, so they are not following us. Or they're just hiding well.
Either that or my owl lost track.
Yeah.
It's hard to say. So I'm going to remove her from this realm and we head towards the hole.
Alright, as we head towards there, I would like to just make another general perception check, just to keep an eye, because we know someone's keep watching us.
Yeah, go for it. With advantage.
Sorry?
With advantage.
Okay, that's good, because one was a 3, but the other brings it up to 22.
Alright. As you recall from this morning,
Yep.
this street here has patches of charred marks where
Where the lightning bolt passed over.
Again, this is probably the quietest street in town at the moment.
Residual electricity.
Yeah.
Well, they probably don't know how the spell works. They're probably just trying to avoid an area where they saw a massive bolt of lightning tear through town.
You do see 2 of the town's guard that are running a rather tight patrol. They're just doing kind of almost like back and forth. Every now and then they'll go down here and come up here. There's a pair of them, and they just seem to be, as we're walking down, they see us. They don't seem to take any real interest in us beyond recognizing us, and they just keep on their routine.
All right. Well, we could conceivably just sneak in there without being observed.
Well, there was a down tree.
Yep.
You can see it there on the map.
Yep.
It does supply some cover.
If we can make it to it without being spotted.
Oh, we've been spotted already.
Yes. But we haven't been spotted doing anything that would be considered illegal. I suppose it doesn't really matter at this point, because we are technically acting on behalf of the town, even if it isn't officially.
Yeah. Alright. You can roll an insight check if you really want to, but what do you gather from... Oh, sorry, you want to roll an insight check?
I will, yeah. It's not very good. 14.
The body language of the 2 guys was, oh yeah, yep, there they are, and this one over.
Okay.
Considered people of interest as far as the nonsense is going on in town today.
Okay. Well, I still think we should probably try and approach this place stealthily.
Go for it.
Okay. Not sure why I'm asking for a check I'm not very good at.
I got a 20, a dirty 20.
I have another 14. 13 plus 1.
Well, seeing how they are not really even trying to watch us, that is under their passive perception, over their passive perception.
Yep.
Not a problem.
So this is more social stealth than just... but yes. So we managed to get inside?
Oh, easily.
Alright.
Even on this nice, bright, sunny day.
Alright, so we're going to follow down the passage.
Yeah. Retrace your steps down there. Yep. I would like you to roll one more perception check as we're heading down.
With your assistance?
Sure.
Alright. Your assistance is making all the difference here. 16.
Something seems different. You're not sure. It's just the feeling you get.
Mm-hmm.
I would have you roll a survival check if you would like to.
Alright.
With survival, you can do it with advantage.
Oh, okay. Pair of 15s, 18 total.
Hard to tell.
We did.
You remember, I had the big gust of wind going.
Yep, that's going to disturb everything.
It basically swept the floor is what it did.
For the first time in years, probably.
Yeah, first time in centuries, maybe. Something's different. You don't know what it is.
All right. Well, if I can't tell anything from those two rolls, I'll just proceed with caution.
Yep. So, do you want to do that stealthily, or you just want to be, eyes and ears open?
I'll try to be stealthy.
Alright.
Okay. That's a third 15, so a 16.
I sneezed.
How badly would you do?
I rolled a 2.
Plus 4, I think, so...
Yeah.
No, plus 5, so 7.
Doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter, no? Okay.
So, we make it to the main ring, there's no point in bringing up the map, because this isn't going to take that long.
No, but it is still the open cavern with a natural tunnel.
Yeah, so... We left bodies down here. What would you like to do about those?
Well, one body dissolved in the water. One was washed downstream.
Yep.
And the other two are on the other side in the grounds of the Citadel, like in the courtyard area, which is heavily trapped, but they're not in areas that are trapped.
Yes.
So we could get rid of those, if you think it's necessary.
I don't know. Could be. It's hard to tell.
Okay. Well, there is another issue we have to come across, which is crossing this river, which you've had difficulty with in the past.
Yes. Well, let's give it a try, shall we? I'm going to put my cap of water breathing on in case I roll another 1.
Yep.
Oh, not a problem.
Okay.
That's a gazelle.
I'm just going to swim across, which does, because of my natural swimming speed, lowers the DC.
Right.
That's all. Even with my -1 to strength, that's an 18.
Right. Blowing off all the good numbers before anything important happens.
Yeah, this is going to be the reverse of the the last session you DM'd.
Yeah. So, the bodies.
If you want, we can deal with those first.
Yes.
Okay.
The bodies. Did you roll? Let's just go with perception.
Okay. This is becoming a running theme lately. Bodies not being there where we left them. 12.
Again, it's difficult to tell. You get a feeling the bodies are still there.
Mm-hmm.
You get a feeling that something's different,
Okay.
but you don't know what it is.
Well, until something happens... Alright, so I remember where the glyphs of warding are in this place because I viewed them through detect magic. I was the one who pointed them out.
You want to check to see if they're still there, in other words?
Sure, why not?
Perception or investigation, whichever you prefer.
Well, investigation is better. Do I have advantage on this because I remember where they are, or is it just a straight roll?
Well, you can do, if you want, you can use your memory if you like, and just do a straight intelligence check.
Investigation N is a straight intelligence check for me. I don't have proficiency.
It doesn't matter at all.
No. Okay, well, it's a 22.
Yeah. You remember where they are.
Yeah, so it's those two pillars, the second set.
Yep.
The dais, and just right in front of the door, and the bodies are not near those, if I remember correctly. So,
Correct. And as far as you can tell
okay.
with that roll, everything is as we left it as far as they're concerned.
Okay. Everything seems fine, but something's a little off, so stay cautious, but help me move these bodies into the river.
Alright.
Yeah.
For clarification for viewers, the stream, whatever you want to call it,
It is a river, yeah.
flows away from the river, so dumping them in here will land them underground somewhere in some subterranean area.
Yep.
That we don't know about. Alright?
We've already sent one body down that way. Yep. So I will drag the dwarf's body because he's probably not lighter. He's shorter.
Put it together. Short order. We get the 3 bodies. 3 bodies. 2 bodies.
2 bodies because one melted and one was already gone.
2 in the water, and they float downstream.
Okay.
So up the hill, through the cavern, to the fool's body, and I would like you to roll another perception check, please.
Okay. With advantage still?
This time, yeah.
Okay. Oh, good. That was a natural one. 17.
That feeling you had that things are different doesn't seem to persist here.
Okay, so it's just something out there, then.
The fool's stinky corpse is still here.
Yes. I mean, it would have been a much better idea if you could just have burned the body, but...
If you want, we can try and gather up the goo and bones and clothes and throw it in the river.
Let's not pollute the river.
We just did. If nothing else, a vampire has dissolved in it.
Yeah. Well, okay. I'll take out my bell and silver thread and start warding the area again.
Actually, to clarify, a Strigoi.
Yes, a Strigoi. A specific type of vampire, which is distinct from the ones in the monster manual.
Just in case you thought we killed off a, vampire lord or something.
No, but it could have been a spawn. We could have thought that.
True. Alright, so that happens. And let's get it back across the river.
Yes! Are you going?
Not a 1.
What?
Not a 1. Roll a 2.
I rolled a 6 minus 1, so 5.
Oh, good God. I'm going to drown in the river.
I can't drown.
Yeah, not a good. Alright. Take me 2 turns to get out of the river.
Well, I rolled a 10, which is the DC I need to cross the river without any difficulty. Minus 1. So 9.
Roll it again.
2 minus 1. 1.
I'm going to throw you a rope at this point.
Yeah, I was about to... If that doesn't work, I'll Misty Step, but if you're throwing me a rope, I'll use that.
Because we don't know, because we haven't mapped it out.
No, we don't know what's down there.
Exactly. It could be a waterfall for all we know. So yeah, I throw you a rope and I haul you out. Because I need to cast prestidigitation on me.
Oh, that's right. You're handling the... You don't like the cold while you're wet.
I don't like... Well, yeah.
Right.
I won't have magic boots.
I'll wave my hand and cast prestidigitation on you.
Alright. Now I'm dry. So, she's been taken care of.
Yeah.
So that took another, we'll call that 45. Alright. We head back up.
Is that strange feeling still persisting down here?
You can roll a perception check if you would.
Yeah. 14.
Not really, no.
Okay, something has changed then. Or I just rolled bad. Alright, back out we go.
Alright, back up we go. We got up to the top side. What do you want to do?
Alright, before we go retire for the evening, I wouldn't mind taking one last look at the townhouse they're staying in just to check that they're not up to anything at the moment.
Alright, so that means we're here.
Yeah.
We have to walk down the street probably to about this point.
Yeah.
Get a good view of it.
Yeah.
Unless you just wanted to send my owls and fly by.
I was going to send my cat because we did that before.
Alright.
So I'll summon Alice.
Yep.
Yes, so that's a stealth check for her, right?
First off that, yes. Secondly, we'll go for perception.
Okay. It's a 14 for her stealth.
Yeah.
And for her perception... Ooh, it's a 19.
Okay.
Yep.
As she's walking down the street, you do notice two things.
All right.
First off, this is the house.
Yes.
They've set a guard. There's one of the original four that came with him.
Yep.
Is standing, kind of like leaning against the door.
Okay. So just have one of their soldiers on guard duty.
Yep. He's just sort of looking around and looks bored.
Okay.
Anybody on guard duty's been doing it for a few hours. His mind is drifting. He does not notice the cat.
Okay. So Alice will just walk past him.
With your high roll for perception,
Yep.
you do notice right here, right around the corner,
Mm-hmm.
there is a cloaked individual and seems to be trying to, every now and then will peek out and have a look at this house.
Okay, so not watching us.
I'm not watching your cat.
No. Alright, well, in that case, Alice is going to do her little jump up to the same windowsill she perched on earlier.
Okay.
Yep.
So she's going to walk past this guard.
Yep, go
Past the casual observer.
around the corner there and just
Head down this way.
jump up on a windowsill.
Jump on a windowsill. Alright. So I'm going to...
Easy enough for a cat to do.
Very easy for a cat to do. Alright, as you walk by the individual that's here,
Yep.
you don't really draw any kind of reaction from them.
Yep.
As you walk in front of the house with the guard on duty,
Mhm.
he stands straight, has his bided, starts to turn it towards your cat, and it looks like he's thinking about something. Then thinks better of it, maybe?
Mhm.
It's hard to tell, and he knocks on the door.
Okay, well, Alice is going to continue to walking around the side then, out of view.
Okay, I would like you to roll a perception check for hearing for your cat, please.
Alright. 14.
You don't hear whatever conversation's happening there,
Mhm.
but you hear the guard say, you know, there's wizards here, right? I just saw a cat. Should I shoot it?
I'm going to instruct Alice to keep walking around the building.
Yeah, because, familiars and such.
Yeah. So basically, while this conversation is happening, Alice is going to continue around to the back of the building.
Yeah.
And if I can do this before, I'm going to unsummon her before she gets shot, if possible.
Basically, he's listening at the door
Yes.
as you go around the corner. Can you roll a perception check for yourself, please?
For myself. Alright. 22!
You notice all of a sudden he stands a little bit more straight, because we're only, 3 or 4 houses down. Steps down off the step, goes around the building.
Okay. I've unsummoned Alice at this point.
Yep.
Does it look like he spotted us?
Hold on a second. Well, 22 is pretty high,
Yeah.
but he's still far enough away that you can't really hear anything.
Okay. So it doesn't look like he saw us, though.
Well, he's not in the building at the moment.
Yeah.
So, about 30, 40 seconds go by, then he comes back around.
Yeah.
Does not look up the street towards us, but he does sort of look around a little bit. And then he goes back to the door, knocks again, and you can't hear the conversation.
Okay. I think they're staying here for the moment if they have a guard set up and they're just resting. I think we should probably head back to the whippoorwill and do the same. They're aware of our familiars, at least. Or at least they're suspicious of animals wandering by.
Yes, well, I got spotted earlier. They're not complete dolts, so I assume that they're being a little bit more cautious.
Well, if we really want to find out what's going on there, when we get back to the whippoorwill, I can cast clairvoyance.
Yes.
I'll probably end up doing that anyway if we're going to be taking a rest.
Alright, so we head back to the whippoorwill. We're now looking at, we had lunch before we started all this. Probably looking at about 2 o'clock, 2:30ish.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, now that we're back here, and we're probably going to have an early evening.
Yep.
I want to recharge my ring of spellstorm.
Okay.
Unfortunately, I do not have prepared the spells that I had on it before.
Yes.
Because I was not thinking ahead, I guess. So I am going to recharge it with my new spell that I haven't told anybody about. And then that's the third level spell. The other one I'm going to do is I'm going to cast Chromatic Orb for fire at 2nd level to fill the last 2 spell slots.
Okay.
That's all I want to do is prep for anything that's coming ahead.
Alright, so after we go retire to our room for an early evening to rest, I will take out the glass eye and jeweled horn that I use, and I'll take the 10 minutes to cast clairvoyance. And I'm going to target the basically the common area in that townhouse, which I have seen through Alice's eyes. So I know it's where it is. I'm just going to start with sight, and I'm just going to observe in that area.
Alright. So this is now probably close to 3 o'clock.
Yep.
It's quiet. As far as you don't see any movement in there.
Okay. I'll switch over to hearing. The first chance I get, which is 6 seconds later.
You hear someone, sounds like they're banging pots and pans and doing something in a room nearby.
Okay. I don't know if I can make a perception check to make this clearer from where I am. It says I can, on the actual spell, it says I can use my senses as though I were in that space, whichever chosen sense I choose.
You can roll a perception check if you want.
Okay.
Just to see if you can discern noises a bit better.
Alright. Well, not with a 5. Okay. Well, the spell lasts for 10 minutes. I'll concentrate it. I'll concentrate on it for the full 10 minutes, and I'll periodically switch between seeing and hearing just to see if anything changes.
Okay. Well, that's going to be kind of random. So
Yep.
I will see if you actually notice anything. During one of these sight times,
Yep.
You notice that wealthy merchant go by. He seems to be setting up a table in a room. Now, this is the common area. You probably will have a big dining room. Yeah, this is probably, you probably can see the table that he's setting up.
Okay.
And he looks like he's preparing a meal.
Okay. I will quickly switch back to hearing if I can after that, just to hear if he's saying anything of note.
He is mumbling.
Okay.
I'll give you another.
Another check? Okay.
It's been a while.
7. Still not good. Okay.
If you want, we'll milk this for all it's worth, and I'll let you do an insight check.
11. Still low. Okay.
So yeah, you see this individual seems to be mumbling, setting up a table, and then goes back into another room.
Okay. So they seem to just be using him as a servant, really.
It does seem that that's the case, yes.
Yeah. Alright, well, like I said, I'll keep doing this for the full 10 minutes.
Alright,
And
let's go by.
Spell.
Nothing else seems to happen.
My spell ends, and I return my components to my component pouch, and I say, well, they seem to not be up to much in anything at the moment. Looks like the merchant is setting up for an evening meal. They don't look like they're going to be up to anything too much, at least not... They might change their mind when the sun is up. The sun goes down? I don't know.
Well, cover of darkness is great for stealth operatives. I'm not sure if these guys qualify, but...
Well, theirs has gone missing. They're probably going to wonder about that soon.
Yes. Alright, so... Did you buy time?
Yes, I am going to take out... I'm going to cast Alarm, as usual, in our room, because there's definitely a threat here in town.
Oh, yeah.
Now is not the time to get lax.
And I will get the HUD.
Okay.
Alright. And our familiars will stand guard, so...
Yep.
Let's roll a perception check with advantage. And we'll just cover it all as a blanket roll.
18 total.
Right.
Do we get her long rest?
I'm gonna figure that out in a second. So we got down for our long rest at about 4 in the afternoon.
Yes. So it's going to take us to midnight, basically. It's a long 8 hours will take us to.
Yep.
So my ring is not recharging then, because it's not dawn.
Nope. Neither is my wand. That's bizarre.
How so?
Our long rest goes by uneventfully.
Alright. It's always good to hear that.
It shouldn't have, but it did. Apparently, everyone's
Behaving themselves.
decided to lay low for a few hours. So, it's midnight.
Yes, I do get to prepare new spells if I want.
Yep, we're already taking care of that.
Yes, there's something we might want to do today. Yeah, I'll prepare.
It's midnight, by the way.
It is midnight, yes. I may regret unpreparing that, but... Alright, I get 2 new portents, though.
Yep.
And you get your luck back.
And I am still down 4-1 charges.
Yes, and my ring is empty. Alright, so we're down a little bit of firepower, but at least we're fresh.
Oh, yeah. Moderate amount.
Alright, I said... Alright, after I finish preparing my spells, okay, I prepared Knock. It might be a good idea to get inside that townhouse today. Or this evening.
Hopefully, I mean tonight?
Well, today, whatever we're doing today. I mean, I know it's midnight, so it's still dark out.
It's also quite chilly, by the way. Not that you really...
Not that I care.
Not that you care, either.
No. So my alarms haven't gone off. I was not alerted.
You set them silent, if I remember correctly.
Yes, but I still get a mental alert.
Yes.
Yeah. They're gone now, so well past 8 hours when we set them.
Yes. So what would you like to do?
Well, we could, if we really are feeling paranoid, go back and reset those 3 alarms. It's going to seem like a waste of effort until the one time it comes in handy.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Well, the one time you say, nah, this is too much of a bother, and then you go by Wendell's and find it just a burnt hole in the ground.
Yeah. Alright. Well, I'm definitely going to go reset those 2 at the very least. I don't know how likely it is. They're likely to go down and wonder what happened to their stealth operative, and they might find Lupulla's body, so we might do that too. But let's start there.
Alright, so we go down to the common area.
Yep.
And surprise, surprise, there's nobody here.
Yes, do they lock the door? After midnight? This is technically a bar, like a tavern, as well as an inn, so...
Normally, I would say no. But things have been weird.
Things have been weird. So is the door locked?
Well, we do come and go quite frequently.
Yeah.
And we do know that they lock the front door.
After hours.
Yeah, after hours. Which we're not quite there yet. Midnight it is a bar.
Yeah.
No one's here, but I can't remember her name.
Accra.
Accra is still putting around in the kitchen area. She'll let us out.
Yeah. Yeah, we're just going to just have some things we have to check on, unfortunately.
She's not like her attitude towards us is really sour or anything. She still likes us.
Yeah. We've been very good customers.
First off, yes, we're very good customers. Second off, she hears all the stuff that we've actually done. So she's actually quite happy that we're there.
Yeah.
Because she feels like it provides her a little bit of protection. I'm not sure if it's founded or not, but anyway.
Yeah, we don't know. We won't know until the Whippoorwill gets attacked, if that happens. Let's hope not.
It's a cold, dark night.
Well, you bought your wool cloak.
Yeah.
So you can get that out.
I'm looking at just a little bit above freezing.
Okay. So it's above 0 then.
Yeah, I'll definitely have my hat on, put on my leather gloves, but
Alright.
it's not really wool, just, thick wool cloak time.
Alright, let's head to Wendell's first. Because that's nearby.
Let's start this off with a roll of perception, please, with advantage.
Alright. 21.
The streets are deserted.
Yeah, we won't run into anyone except maybe a patrol of watch officers.
We do come out right at the west gate. The west gate is closed.
Yeah.
In the little guard house there is a light on inside. We don't see anybody though.
Alright.
So we head down Market Street.
Yep.
Towards Wendell's. And Wendell's is still there. It's not a smoking crater.
That's good.
Yep. And you are going to let yourself in.
Yep, I'm going to take out the spare key and go inside.
Yeah, I would like you to roll another perception check, please.
Oh dear. 12. Not as good.
Things seem fine.
It's also dark in here because there aren't lights on.
Are you going to get a light spell going? Or light a light?
I think a big glowing blue-green beacon of light on the end of a staff is going to possibly draw some attention. I'm going to use prestidigitation.
I can light a candle!
There's candles, yeah. I can light candles with prestidigitation. There's some candles probably here, right?
I have candles.
Yes, but are there ones that Wendell has set up, I guess?
I have this hurricane lamp that we used
infrequently.
once, way back at the beginning when we were trying to pretend not to be wizards.
Yeah.
And I still have it.
Yes, well, okay, fine. We can light that.
Yes. And it gives off a nice little one candle
Dim light.
With low light.
Yeah.
Dim light, except right near it.
Okay.
Seems fine.
Yep.
So you do your 2 spells?
Yes, I'm going to do that. And before we leave, I'm just going to do another... Just look around.
Is your familiar?
No.
Okay.
Do I have your assistance?
That look around? Yes.
Yeah. Alright. So, with advantage this time, as opposed to just a straight roll, what the last one would have been because it was dark. Natural 20!
Alright.
Such a waste if this doesn't reveal anything.
It reveals that the place is exactly the same as it was when we left.
Yeah. It's annoying when natural 20s do not amount to anything. That's fine. But I'm very certain of that, which is nice.
Yes. You're clear-headed now that we're not exhausted.
Yeah.
And you notice, yeah, everything is as it should be.
Alright. I'll close and lock the door.
Yep.
Okay.
What about Wafula's body?
It costs us nothing, really, to go and make sure of that.
Alright.
People are going to start wondering what happened. At least the Storm Sorcerer is going to start wondering what happened to his spy at some point.
Yeah. He may not care, but he wants to know.
Yes, we might as well head that way.
Alright, so we come out. Nothing's different. Head
Yep.
down this way. As we get to about here,
Mhm.
we notice that there is still a patrol. The reason why we can spot it from this distance is,
They're also using a lantern at this point, probably.
yeah, they have, well, there's 4 of them now instead of just 2. They have their spears, and each of them is holding well, it's a hooded lantern, but it's
Yep.
fully open.
Okay, the 2 of us walking by in the middle of the day to go down to sneak in is a different situation than us wandering around at night. We've done it before, admittedly.
Many times.
Yes. But I still think you should douse that lantern. And we should try and head down.
Candle out? Yep.
Yeah.
I
And
already put it anyway.
yeah. And we should head down under the cover of darkness.
Roll a stealth check, please.
Okay, I assume this is just a straight roll? Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. That's not good. 4.
I beat you, only because I have better modifiers.
What did you get?
I got a 2 plus my pluses.
So 7.
We're under their power.
Oh yes, this is not good. We're probably tripping over something in the dark.
Yep, we probably should have kept that light going. You get a... Who goes there?
Well, I've used this before in this situation, so it's nice to use an old trick. I am going to cast Fog Cloud. I'm not sure how effective that's going to be in the middle of the night, but it can't hurt.
Okay, so you cast Fog Cloud, centered on...
The tree, which I assume is going to cover us because it's a 20-foot sphere.
Okay, so... We noticed them about here.
Yeah.
We started trying to be stealthy. We got to about here.
Okay.
They were here.
Yeah.
Heard us trip over something, sneeze, or whatever.
Yeah.
And
So how far is a 20-foot radius in this area?
if you started there,
Yeah.
the 20-foot radius will make it not quite to the street.
Okay. I am going to instead start it in the center, basically where the mouse cursor is right now, just to try and fill that area with fog.
Okay.
Okay. At which point, I suggest that we head down there relatively quickly.
Alright, so I'm going to roll for some reactions.
Yeah.
Wow. That is not surprising, considering the number of people that are react to this. You get everything from, holy crap, what was that, to calm down, focus, and the dance, and words like this. Like they're trying to, one of them has obviously got his head on demonstrate.
Yes.
Trying to get them to calm down and advance slowly.
All right. While they are getting themselves back together, I suggest we head down there.
Alright. You can't see where you're going, so I would like you to roll a dexterity check, please.
Okay.
And we'll do that first. We'll do the dexterity.
This is just a straight roll. I haven't made this much harder for myself.
This is a straight roll. Just for now. I'll take care of the rest of the DC.
11.
Okay. We are stumbling.
Yes.
We are basically hanging on to each other because otherwise we're going to separate.
Yeah, we can't see either.
I can't see either. And now I want you to roll an intelligence check, please, to remember which direction we need to go in.
Is it time to break out the portents already? This is relatively important, and I imagine with a total of 18, 13 plus 5, that'll be fine. So I'll use that.
That is perfectly fine.
Yeah.
We've managed to...
Yeah. To guide the two of us through the fog.
Yeah, we're stumbling a little bit because, first off, we're going across uneven ground.
Yep.
And some ground that has been, had trees knocked over, that sort of stuff.
And probably some wet ground due to the cool temperatures.
Yep. And also, we have to find the entrance.
Yeah.
In the fog. Alright, but we do succeed.
Yes.
All the while we're doing this,
Yeah.
trying to be quiet, I would like you to roll a stealth check on top of it.
Yeah. Well. 6. Unsurprisingly, we had to fail somewhere.
Yep. That steady voice, the one that was trying to get them all to pay attention and keep their heads level,
Yeah.
says, I heard something. Alright, keep within sight of our lamps, and I think it's that direction, and you see the glow of their lamps.
Okay, so they're going to be within 5 feet of each other, because that's about as far as you can see in the fog.
So they fanned out as much as they can,
Yeah.
and you see that fan now bank
Yeah.
in our direction.
Okay, are we near our destination?
Well, we're at that destination. This is what's happening at that point.
Alright, well, down we go, I guess.
We go down, and they are heading in the direction towards that hole
Alright.
that we're going in. Alright, so we go down,
Yep.
leave the fog, enter pitch black darkness.
Yes.
Can't see anything.
Cannot see anything, I know. Yes, we missed that the last time.
Well, initially,
Yeah.
we do have, like when we were coming down here last time, we had sunlight.
Yeah.
And there's a bit of sunlight that leaks down through this for a fair bit.
Mhm.
But none of that now. It is not only dark outside, but we block whatever starlight there was by a bank of fog.
Yes, which I'm going to keep maintained for the moment, at least. Alright.
How long did it last?
I think concentration up to 10 minutes? Concentration up to 1 hour.
Oh, there you go.
I probably won't maintain it for the full hour, but I'm going to maintain it for at least a little while.
Alright.
Alright, I'm going to reach into my component pouch and take out the small bit of phosphorescent moss I have, sprinkle it on the crown of my staff, and cast the light cantrip. So we now have a bit of blue-green bioluminescent algae on the end of my staff.
Well, that is
The sea
not
bye.
concentration.
Nope.
That's not a problem.
No.
We have light. That could have done it too, but
Yeah, that's fine. I don't mind.
one light source is fine.
Yeah.
We don't need more than that. Alright, so we head down a very familiar path at this point.
Yes. This is the third time we've been down here today.
Yeah, so I am going to do one more thing here.
Alright.
This accidentally doesn't get the data though. Alright.
Is that the watch officer?
Yeah.
Is it the same sergeant that we've been on good terms with? We couldn't tell, probably.
You couldn't tell through all that.
No.
So, we go down.
Yeah.
We get to the river.
Yeah.
I would like you to roll a perception check for it, please.
Straight roll or with advantage?
We're both keeping an eye out, yeah. Advantage is fine.
That's good, because that avoids another natural 1. 17.
You notice some light coming from the tunnel we just exited. It's faint at the moment.
Okay, so they might be coming down after us. Alright. As we approach ahead, I'm just going to stop concentrating on the fog cloud to see if that changes anything. If that. Okay, so the fog will part.
Yeah. The fog dissipates.
Yeah, up there.
Really quickly.
Yes.
So, at the river, what do you want to do?
Well, I guess we're crossing again.
If this goes as badly as our last crossing. Funny. Oh, I got crossed. What's your roll?
Well, it was almost an 18, but it jumped to a 5. -1, so 4.
Splash.
Which is probably relatively loud, because this is an echo chamber, basically.
So, would you like to try and get across the river?
I would, yes.
Right.
7?
Would you like to try again?
No, I would like to Misty Step this time.
Alright. Okay, hold on a sec now. I am going to...
Okay, so I Misty Step across, and out of the water and across now.
Alright, so your second level spell slot.
Yeah.
It also dries you off, by the way.
Okay.
Not that you care.
Not that I care.
So now we're standing on the opposite bank, and those lights approaching are a little bit brighter now.
So they're coming down after us.
They seem to be
Possibly.
heading down this passageway. Possibly.
Alright, well. Oh, they could get themselves slaughtered if they go in there.
Decision.
The decision. It's ironic that in wanting to avoid getting the watch involved at all, we've gotten them involved now.
Yes. Two other rolls made.
Yeah. You could cast an illusion, I guess.
Well, I could. Hold on a sec. Let's see what I have. Unfortunately, all I have prepared would be minor illusion.
Oh, so a cantrip. Okay, that's not going to... That's sort of scratching the bottom of the barrel for illusions there.
No, I'm kind of set up for other stuff.
Well, the best I could do would be another fog cloud, which isn't going to help much. It might, in fact, draw their attention again.
Yeah. Well, we have two choices. Head on, ignore it,
Yeah.
and confront them.
If we go on, odds are very good they're just going to move towards that temple as that citadel, basically, as something of interest.
Yep.
Yeah.
You'll probably see some scorch marks, some blood, and might decide to investigate it.
I mean, I have an idea. It is not a good one, I'll note in advance.
And what would that idea be?
Well, we have a few of these summoning crystals left.
Oh, so you want to send a crystal animal in there?
Those glyphs of warding are only last until they're triggered.
Oh, you mean set off all the traps?
Yes.
You do realize that's going to use up all our crystals just to make this place safe for them. And
Maybe
the first explosion is going to draw their attention.
Maybe not. We don't know what spells there.
True. There is one other spell I do have prepared that might help.
What's that?
Disguise self.
Okay, you disguise yourself as someone else?
Yeah, I can disguise myself as Rooted. And tell them to mind their own bloody business and get out of here.
Alright, that will be an interesting... this will be interesting to see how this goes.
I could. I do not have any other illusions prepared.
Yeah, let's go with that, I guess. Should I head up... Should I continue on in and try and get this done while you distract them?
Yeah, you go do that.
Okay.
And I will try and persuade them to get out of here.
You'll be all alone in the dark.
I will light a candle.
Yeah, because I'm taking the light source we have with us.
Yeah.
Alright. I'll climb up the short incline up into that tunnel. And I'll go in through the secret passage to where Vapula is.
Yep.
We're paying much more attention to this woman now that she's dead.
Yeah. Alright, so you go in. You take 10 minutes to recast.
My alarm spell?
Recast the ritual spell
Yep.
of alarm. And you come back out.
Yep, close the secret passage behind me, that's important.
Yes. And you come out and you see me standing there.
The guards are not here.
No guards.
Alright, I'll come down towards you.
Yep.
Alright, that is done.
Yeah,
I see you managed to convince them.
I just told them to get out of here. I wasn't convincing them of anything.
Alright.
And they left.
Alright. Let's head back across then.
Alright. I will put my candle out.
Yep. I'll maintain my light counter because we do need to see what's going on here.
Yes. Well, I was going to try jumping across the river with a candle in my hand.
Yep.
Alright, let's see if we get across this thing. Oh, with ease.
14. Easily done.
The funny thing is about my disguise / ordering them to go away, I only made it by 2 points. They beat them by 2 points.
Okay. It was close, but it worked.
Actually, no, that's 1 point. I forgot, I have a negative.
You do have a -1 to charisma. Oh, that was so close.
I know. I was like, oh, that's just hilarious. Even more funny when I rolled a 5 - 1, and he rolled a 3.
+1. Oh, no, just a 3.
Yeah.
Alright, well, let's go up.
Yeah. I was like, oh, okay. Could have been a battle going on here when you showed up. Well, I didn't attack them. Just turned invisible or something. Anyway, we'll
Alright.
head back. I would like you to roll a perception check as we exit.
Mm-hmm. With your assistance?
Yes.
A total of 20.
Alright. As we're heading up,
Mhm.
you notice a light. It's a light from a lantern up near the exit to this place.
Okay. I am going to knock out my light cantrip.
Singular.
Okay, a single one? Okay. I'm going to cancel my light cantrip, which I can do. Okay.
Yep.
Alright, let's go up and see what it is.
How are you approaching?
I'll try stealthily.
Alright, let's give that a shot.
18.
Fortunately for you and I, we both roll well over his passive perception. There is a guard here.
Mm-hmm.
He looks like one of the more junior of the watch.
Mm-hmm.
You're not entirely sure if he's one of the 4, but he's yawning. He's having a hard time staying awake.
Okay.
We sneak by.
All right. Now that we've dealt with that little side,
Oh, that worked out so badly for us. Actually, in the end, it was fine.
it was fine. It's just a distraction, really.
Right. So, we have everything alarmed.
Yes. So we've got that all set up for another 8 hours, which will be.
We are now,
I am going to get tired of doing this eventually.
with all that pussyfooting around, we are probably around about 2 o'clock now in the morning.
Oh, good.
Why is that no good?
It's just like, just like. All right, 2 o'clock in the morning. They're likely to be asleep. Unfortunately, that means they're likely to be asleep in the house we are going to try and get into.
No, we don't have to do that right away. There are 2 other possible individuals we can go look for.
Yes. All right. All right. We have one potential way of finding them. That's me. Okay. All right. Well, we were able to examine at least one of these spies. Well, when Sir Reardon brought us to one, and
Well, no, we looked at this point, well, closely,
yes.
one for sure, and then 3 others.
All right. Well, that particular one had an emblem belonging to the Court of Seven sewed into a secret pocket in her cloak,
Yes.
and I was able to examine that. So, I'm going to try locate object, trying to locate another one of those emblems, thinking that maybe these spies have that on them. I'm going to take out a little forked twig, and I'm going to spin it.
Where you cast that? Where are we doing this?
We're basically going to have snuck back towards the west gate by the whippoorwill, I think.
So you want to go over here?
Just near the inn, yeah. Just
Okay.
far away from the guards that we may have disturbed.
Alright, for clarification purposes,
Yes?
this gives you 1,000-foot radius.
Yep.
It will not get this part of the town, or probably down near the waterfront.
So you think I should cast it closer?
Well, you're going to miss out probably in about all this part of the town and the shore from this point. How long does this spell last? 10 minutes?
Yes, concentration up to 10 minutes, I think. I'll just double check again, but I think that's right.
If you want to get as much of a chance as possible of hitting everything, the main road is your best bet. And then you just have to decide whether or not you want to start at one end
Okay.
or the other.
Yeah, let's go to that fountain. Of course, that's exactly where that patrol is.
Yes, we will be walking by the gentleman here, and then the last little while,
Yeah.
they patrolling this section.
What about that side street that's parallel with the main road?
This one?
That one, yes.
You want to go down here?
Yeah, if we go down there, which takes us pretty much to the center of town again, but it's just off to the side.
Yes. Well, they do patrol, like I said, in this sort of a pattern.
Yes.
So we will possibly be coming near them, but
Yes, but it's not out in the open.
no, they also have lanterns. So there is a lantern dude here, but there's a dead tree in the way.
Yeah.
We can easily walk down here, and I think.
All right.
Other,
Yeah, so once we get near the end of that side street there, I'm going to take out the forked twig I use, spin it in that that rippling field of blue magic, and I'm just going to cast Locate Object, trying to find any of those. So when we're near the end of that road.
okay. So as we're walking down here,
Yeah.
we do, as we get past here, pick up this guy's lantern. He's still there. Just
Okay.
gonna keep walking.
Yep.
Alright. Are you gonna try being stealthy?
As stealthy as I can while concentrating on a spell.
Well, you haven't cast it yet.
No. Okay. Yep. That's a total of 20.
Alright. Yeah, he's still young. perception.
Yep.
So we make it down to about here, and we notice that the patrol is now heading this way. So once we get to about here, they're almost at the fountain. If you want to cast a spell without being perceived by them, we should probably head this way.
All right, we'll do that. And as we head that way, we'll cast the spell.
Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to move the cursor here.
Yep.
You tell me when you want to start casting it.
Now.
Okay. How long does it take to cast? An action?
An action.
Yes, okay, so we're standing here when it goes off.
Yep. All right. I'm just...
And if I remember the spell correctly,
Yep.
it points to the nearest of what you're looking for.
Yes, it does. It'll home in on... It can home in on a specific thing, but because the only one I'm familiar with is the one that's in Sir Reardon's possession, I'm going to try and look for another emblem like that one.
Can you eliminate a specific one from this?
Specific object known to you as long as you have seen it up close. It says, alternatively, the spell can locate the nearest object of a particular kind. So it is an alternative to locating that specific one, it says. But it's just me locating a specific emblem of that type. I don't know how you'd interpret that. Well, we didn't tell Sir Reardon to keep that emblem in a locked box of lead, basically.
What blocks the spell besides lead?
That's it. That's the only thing that blocks it.
Okay, so no stone, no wood, nothing else? Alright. You get a ping.
Yep.
Heading in this direction.
Okay, that's not towards where Sir Reardon's chambers are, and the underground the underground room where that body was.
Sorry, which body?
This was the spy that they found.
So you mean? Oh, yeah, you're talking about with Sir Reardon.
Yes, it's not that. It's not the same direction as that. So I think this has worked at least a little bit. All right, let's follow this while we can.
So as you're walking along the street, the angle changes a little bit.
Yep.
When you get to about here,
Yep.
it's pointing this way.
That's a derelict building, if memory serves.
Yeah, one has been derelict ever since we got here.
All right. Well, we'll approach that building just to confirm that the spell is pointing in that direction. Yep.
It is starting to point directly at it and down.
And down. All right. Well, I'll maintain this for as long as I can, but I think we found where we're going. All right. So it's a derelict building.
Yes.
We should... So, getting in should not be difficult.
Well, seeing how all the glass that was in any of the windows is now missing, because someone probably decided it was a useful resource, the windows were boarded up. A couple of them have been broken open. The main door is ajar, which is unusual, but people have probably, flopped here from time to time because it's cheaper than an inn.
Okay. Well, while still concentrating on my spell, I'm going to take my staff and just push the door open with it.
Alright. Unsurprisingly, it emits a loud creak.
Well, I don't think there's any way I can really open that without making that noise, unfortunately. All right.
The roof is in serious disrepair because, well, we had a storm recently and this place is old. A lot of the shingles are gone. You can see the sky in most places. The floor is reasonably solid in most places, but in some places it could be risky.
All right. Well, I'm still following my locate object spell, so it's pointing down.
Pointing down, and to make this less complicated, you follow it.
Yep.
And I would like you to roll perception check first. No advantages.
No advantages? Okay.
Yeah.
9.
Okay.
13.
And that leads you to... well, there used to be a door.
Yeah.
The door... You see where the hinges were, but the door has been removed or something. Who knows? It's not there anymore. And there's a set of stairs heading down.
Mm.
But the set of stairs is in serious disrepair. Hold on a sec. Oh, wrong way. My bad. You see these stairs, ladder, hard to tell exactly what it is because it's so badly off. You notice that a few of them are missing.
Okay, so how far of a fall is it to the ground?
No, well, if you decided to jump,
Yeah.
you'd be going down with 10 feet. But if you went down the stairs a little bit,
Yeah.
or you can also try and go down, like, on the rails here are pretty solid. You can
Yeah.
probably hang onto those. It'd be a dex check, but you can probably make it down without hurting yourself.
Okay, I'm going to try to do that. I'm still maintaining concentration on locate object for as long as I can.
Alright.
I don't know how long I have left on that, though.
Ignore the circle with the square. I just made a mistake when I was making the graphic and forgot to remove that.
Okay.
That is a broken barrel.
Yeah, I was going to say, it looks like a broken barrel, so... Yeah, it just looks like one of those things that happens when you highlight an object.
Yeah, and I forgot to remove it.
Okay, so I need to make a dexterity check to get down here safely.
Yes.
Out of curiosity, how much longer do I have on locate object?
About 2 minutes.
Okay. I'm going to maintain it as long as I can.
Okay.
Dexterity check 18.
Alright, we both make it down
Yep.
to near the bottom of the stairs. You see what you see here.
Okay.
Looks like an old basement. It is obviously in serious disrepair. There's water on the floor. There is also a very strong, musty smell.
Okay, so it smells like a basement.
It smells like a basement that's derelict. And
Okay.
there was possibly some foodstuffs in the boxes and barrels and stuff. And it is all definitely rotten.
Alright. And just to clarify, this section here of this wall, right beside, parallel to the stairs, it looks like it's rather worn down. That is a wall. Yes.
This is a wall, but it's all crumbly.
Okay.
You can see dirt coming through. Matter of fact, all of this seems to be in serious disrepair.
Alright, but I only see one obvious point of exit, of egress from his room.
Yes, this way. And these are old rugs that are moth-eaten, and they're underwater for the most part.
Alright, in which direction is my locate object pointing?
We're standing basically right almost at the foot here,
Yep.
and it is pointing this way.
Alright, we can't go through the wall, but we can go around. So, I will move towards the door, the exit from this room.
Alright.
I'm going to attempt to do this stealthily, and I'm going to keep my eye out for any possible traps, because we are dealing with spies here. They may have security measures.
Alright. Which would you like to roll first?
Stealth first, I'll start with that. 8.
Total?
Unfortunately, yes.
Alright.
And now, I guess it's investigation for looking for traps? Okay. Better, 14.
What are you using for a light source? Because it is...
Oh.
This is dark.
Well, the way I have my... I've described the locate object spell, it technically serves as like a magic compass that gives off some light. But if that's not enough, I'll roll at disadvantage.
No, well...
Yeah. I don't have a light source at the moment.
Do this in the dark if you want, yes.
Yeah. Alright, well, a disadvantaged lower roll is a 3, so that brings up to another 8.
Alright.
Unfortunately, light is not conclusive to, stinking around.
No. So, with that roll,
Yep.
you take one step forward, and you feel something connect with your ankle.
Oh, dear.
And you hear a twang, and then you see, falling from above you, a jar. The jar is dropping it will land on the floor.
Yeah. Can you catch that with Mage Hand?
No, but I can try catching it.
Okay. Should I try?
Actually, I can't. It would be up to you because you're the one who tripped it. It's coming down right in front of you.
This is a dexterity check to try and grab it?
Yes.
Alright. I'll give it a try. 9.
It bounces off your fingers.
I get a sudden distinct feeling that this was maybe not water we were stepping in.
Connects with the ground and explodes. I would like a dexterity saving throw now, please.
Oh, not any better at those.
What is the DC on this?
Alright, well, saving throws are important. I'll use my remaining portent. So it's a 17 for total.
Alright, that's the DC.
Yep.
And you roll some damage.
I suppose I couldn't smell if we were standing in oil or not.
Well, you could have tried, but the musty smell was pretty much blanketing all that anyway. Alright, so that is... What was this looking at? Where'd you go? Oh, there it is. What happens is the jar lands and it explodes with a nice bright flash of light and fire.
Yep.
And you would have taken 13 points of fire damage. So that's halved for you.
Alright, so 6.
6. I'm going to roll a check for my stack. I rolled... Well, actually, I'm proficient.
You are proficient thanks to your resilience. Yeah.
Yeah. I make the DC too, so I also
Yeah.
take 6 points of damage.
The feat you've had since the beginning of the campaign and has come in handy only a handful of times.
Helps with the stealth, though.
Yeah.
Alright. Yes, that was bright, that was loud, and it fades pretty fast.
Yes, okay, so we're not standing in oil. That's nice.
No, it was more like a flashbang.
That had a bit more bang.
Yes, I would like you to roll a concentration check, please.
Oh, that's right. Oh. 21.
Alright, you can maintain the concentration on your spell for the next minute that it's going to last.
Yeah. Alright, well, they definitely know we're coming.
Yeah, at that point I think I'm going to cast Light Spell, a little cap on the end of my staff.
Yep.
Because, well, after that...
There's not much point in not having a light and proceeding with caution. Yeah. I agree. Alright, so we're proceeding?
Yeah, just
Okay.
up to you. Where do you want to go?
Well, there's only one way to go.
Alright, gonna head that way?
Yeah. I suppose I've already failed to search this room.
Well, you rolled really bad.
Yep.
So, again,
You seem to have forgotten another one.
I forgot 4 of them.
Okay.
But as you go forward, you see the other ones.
Oh no, these look like bookcases.
No, they're not.
Oh.
This is an old wine cellar.
Oh, well, that's definitely flammable. Well, at this point, it's not wine, it's vinegar.
Well, all the bottles seem to be broken.
Oh, that means it's on the floor.
Now that we have a light,
Mm-hmm.
this is below your passive perception.
Yep.
There's a trap here. The trap is basically a bunch of these bottles have been, they're broken, and they're set up kind of like caltraps.
Oh, that's nasty.
Yeah, I know. And someone has also sort of like used some sort of adhesive and stuck some into the racks so that you can catch your arms on them, and some are at face level. It is going to be a dexterity check to get through here,
Okay.
but you can see the traps, so you're going to have a relatively low DC.
Okay. Is there still water in this room? Because you described that in the previous room.
Yeah, it's not
Alright.
it's not like water. It's just like a layer of water on the floor.
Alright. I'm going to attempt with my cantrip Shape Water to just move some of the caltrop ones off to the side if I can, because I can create a current. I don't know if this is strong enough to do that. I'm just going to give it a try.
No, that's fine. This is not difficult. You can slosh it all to one side.
Yeah, I just want to move some of the caltrop ones to the side out of our path that we're going to be taking.
You have inspiration.
I do.
No, well, you can't have it.
I can't have it twice now. I'll probably end up using it at some point.
Alright, so that is going to lower the DC to get through here. So I would like you to roll a dexterity check for me, please.
Okay. Well, unless you lowered it to 5, which is what I rolled, it may have been all for naught.
Well, you are looking around.
Yep.
And trying to be very careful.
Yep.
But you missed one.
Okay.
You get a little nick on your cheek for 1 point of damage. But you feel an intense burning in that little cut.
Poison?
I would like you to roll a Constitution saving throw, please.
Remember how I said I had inspiration? Well, I'm using it.
Okay.
For advantage on this saving throw.
Alright.
I know that means I don't retroactively gain the point you wanted to give me, but that's fine.
That's alright.
17 again, actually, for the total. But
Well,
13 plus 4 in this case.
you definitely... Hold on a second. I need to roll that first. You definitely fight off.
Whatever poison or just general infection might be on this glass.
But you do take some additional damage anyway.
Alright.
You take 5 more points of damage.
Alright, 5 points of poison damage.
But you are not poisoned. You don't have the poison effect.
That is good. That is annoying.
Yes. I've been there. It is truly
Oh, I
one
miscalculated
of
the
the
damage.
more annoying things I've had to put up with.
Okay. So I'm down 12 hit points.
Yes.
Okay. Oh. Is my spell still going?
That's fine. Well, actually, no, never mind. Being careful, with the water cantrip and everything else, it is enough that the time has gone by.
I could cast it again, but that will be my last second level spell slot.
Up to you.
Well, let's see how confusing this place up ahead is first. There may only be one room we have to search, because it's on the opposite side there. So let's continue for the moment.
One more step forward. Alright.
What in the world is that?
This is a very elaborate door.
I think you mean was a very elaborate door.
Well, very much was.
Yeah.
It was made of metal.
Mhm.
It was quite thick.
It has a glass window.
It has a glass window, but it's double paned.
Mhm.
It is now obviously on the floor.
Mhm.
And
And that is a cage.
that is a cage. It's also very old. And there's definitely bones in there.
Okay, so whatever this place was used for was not pleasant.
And at that point, I think we will take our break.
Okay.